So let's make a start and explore the first principle that underpins our model of leadership effectiveness, and that is learning about leadership is at its essence learning about self, and that's about developing a heightened level of self-awareness. And I guess the premise that we're going to adopt is that unless we develop a heightened level of self-awareness, we can't expect of ourselves, of others, to help others develop their level of self-awareness and their potential. So we're going to explore 5 areas, and developing our self-awareness is not limited to these 5, but in the context of this program, we're going to focus in on what's important to us, our values. We're going to then move in terms of exploring our strengths. We're going to then explore emotional intelligence, and what does this mean and how do we develop our emotional intelligence. The 4th area we're going to explore is our learning styles, our learning preferences. And finally, we're going to explore our thinking styles and our thinking preferences. But first, let's focus on our values. What is a value? Well, I guess a value is something that's important to us, important to me. It's a subjective choice I make. It's what influences my thinking, influences my choices, and therefore influences my behavior. Now, I'm not for 1 minute suggesting that all that matters is what's important to you. We live in society and we work in organizations, and of course there's an expectation we comply. But what I am suggesting is that we take some time to just stop and think about what is important to us. Because so often we find ourselves in situations where we're making decisions which we feel are undermining or compromise our values. And as a consequence, where we compromise our values, this manifests itself in some dysfunctional behavior or dysfunctional situation. So let's start with understanding what's important to us, and we're going to look at this in the context of 3 areas: what's important to me in life, what's important to me from and in work, and what's important to me in my career.